Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BVI Pilots. Glad to be here. We'd like to give a shout out to all the other members of the BVI community out there that are also into the simming and flying and having fun and helping each other, all that good stuff. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to please be sure to tap on that subscribe button, join us here on the channel, and also be sure to click on your settings button there on the screen to set your notifications so that you're notified each and every single time that we publish a new video. You will need to set that to always. That way you are informed. If you set it to sometimes, then you probably won't get messages. All right. You can also follow us on Twitter at the link down below in the description, and I believe the Twitter is at Pilot Live or at BVI Pilots is our Twitter. And you can also find us on Apple with our BVI Pilots podcast. So you can find us there as well. We got all kinds of good stuff happening, and you can be a part of that. If you would like to come on the show, talk about maybe your experiences, some of the things that you do, we'd love to have you on the show or on the channel. So go ahead and email us, bvipilots@gmail.com. That is BVI Pilots with an S at gmail.com. For that said, we're going to be doing a flight from Philadelphia to Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, to be precise. It's about 536 to 40 miles. So it's going to be a pretty good flight, I do believe. We are flying the MD-80, and so it's going to be interesting. MD-82, I believe, is actually what this is. And these planes are a little different, when you're flying them. They're, you got the tail and all that stuff. I do got to do one thing real quick. I got to go in here and get my route. I'm going to need that. What did I do with it? Find it real quick. I had to save a flight because all right. Where is it? Where is it? One second, you guys. Well, Where did it go? Is that it? Let's see. There we go. I got it. I had to find it because I got to put in the root here. It's got to have the root. Three. Okay. Boarding in progress. So there we go. Okay. I gotta set up one more thing here. Go up here to the Have button. Okay, that's right. We don't have a SID on this flight. We do have a star, though. Go to the bottom. There we go. All right. Star. $17 right. Mod 6. 17 right. Mod 6, 17 right. Is that it? MAUDD6. I don't think that's right. So we don't have a mod 6. So we did get a transition though. At least we got a little bit of a pattern to go by when we land. You get these sometimes. It's just the way it is. All right, so nine right. Alright, so there's that.
On runway 09, right, flaps, flaps.
RTO's on. Auto throttle is on. Why am I not hearing flaps, you guys? There we go. $11. You know, I think we probably get away with 11 on this, maybe. See, 5. Yeah, we'll go 15.
On runway 09,
Alright, so
right. On runway 09, right.
look at everything going here. Alrighty.
On runway
Oh, we got enough
09,
fuel.
right. On runway 09, right.
Make sure of one thing here and we'll be out of here. Come on. I think it drives me bonkers about jobs. So, there we go.
On runway 09, right. On runway 09,
All right, good
right.
deal. Now we can get out of here. Here we go.
Thousand feet remaining. 3,000 feet remaining.
Come on. What it's doing.
One 1,000 feet remain. 500 feet remaining. On taxiway. On taxiway.
There we go. I don't know what that was all about. That was a horrible takeoff. I don't know why it was so complicated. The good thing is, I think it literally comes back around and goes on the taxiway and comes back. Like, I don't know, cause we didn't run into anything, we didn't crash into anything, so it's got to be a positive, you know. All right, distance. Go talk to Thomas, one of our BVI people.
What's up, John?
Hey, what's up, man? Say hi to everybody. I'm doing a flight on video right now. So, guys, this is Mr. Thomas here with us.
Hey guys.
What are you into, Thomas? How's life going on your side of the world?
It's actually going pretty good. I had to recently reinstall my sim, but everything looks pretty good so far.
Oh no, not again, huh? What was the cause? What happened?
Well, no, it was when I told you. I just got everything reinstalled, so now I'm about to do a flight out of Las Vegas into El Paso International.
So Thomas, why don't you tell us about the newest program that me and you have dove into a little bit? I want you to tell everybody about this program, exactly what it is, how much it is, and I'll just ask you a few questions as we go.
Okay. Basically, the program that we had discovered, well, it was it was discovered by somebody else, and we kind of, we found out about it. It kind of spread to us. But it is a program from Toga Projects. The program is called Env Sound, or Environment Sound, and they produce different programs to more immerse you into the scenery of the flight simulator. Now, the other two programs, Env Text or Texture, or Env Text and Env Shade for Env shaders and whatnot, they're not really beneficial to us. The only one that we would really need is Env Sound.
And guys, when he's saying Env, he's not saying with the I. It's E-N-V.
V.
So
Echo November Victor.
Yep. I just wanted to let them know that, just in case they're like, oh, okay, so it's I-N. But it's because I did the same thing. Yeah, texture does us no good. I mean, we can't do anything with texture, right?
Right. And it took us a little bit to figure out Env Sound, but really all you've got to do, and it's really important, all you got to do is be sure that, first and foremost, the simulator shows everything in the world options. Like, for example, prepared 4.
Yep. So
you go in there.
You gotta have a decent video card, people. You got to.
Yep. You have to. Yep. It's very, very true. You got to be sure that every single one of those things are checked. All the different forms of scenery is checked.
And I think the worst case, Thomas, is, if they do it and they go in there and they turn all this stuff on, the worst case is just not going to work. It's not going to destroy anything. It's not going to...
Absolutely.
And
really,
there's things you can do to improve your video. You can, there's updated drivers you might be able to find for your computer. There's external video,
altimeter setting.
But if you're doing these, I will say this, for anybody that's doing for anybody that's flight simming, the most common sense thing you would really need to do is get yourself a high-end laptop or a high-end desktop with a good graphics card in there and a good CPU and good memory RAM and stuff like that.
It's going to pay off.
It all boils down to that. Because if you don't have those types of things, really, it will, it's going
to make it frustrating
that
for
much
you.
More frustrating.
When I first started, and I've still got the computer over here to my side, and I still use it. I don't use it for simming anymore, but it became frustrating because I wanted to get on there and I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that, and I could do it, but sometimes it would take my sim literally over a minute to load. And I'm just telling you, okay, I'm not telling anybody to stop simming if you're going through this, but if it takes over a minute, you need to figure out what's going on.
Exactly.
Okay? Figure out what's going on, and there's so many options. Like I said, you can get external things you can hook up, external video card. You can hook up all kinds of different options anymore. Shadow. We'll talk about that on another video. That is a really good topic, actually. Maybe we'll do that together and get another person in that's actually got one. But
certainly.
I've spent a lot of money on simming, and I don't regret it, not one bit. I enjoy every second of it. It's to me, when I have a rough day at work, and God knows, Thomas,
altimeter setting.
Some of my days can be pretty outrageous, and so I'll come home and me and Thomas will jump on the sim. We'll just fly. It's relaxing. So
there's a type of freedom to it. Absolutely.
There really is. Yeah. So where are you going to? Where are you flying to?
I'm flying from Las Vegas, and I'm flying to El Paso International Airport. And also, I found out a wonderful thing to do. And it's
altimeter
really easy,
setting.
It is with Toolkit, unfortunately. I did go into the sim brief and I looked at it. It was just a bit too complicated for me. And for me, when of course I'll have to get you to help me after that. But John, but anyway.
Yep, I got you.
I went into Sim Toolkit and I found where it says click here to paste your route, but the route was already there. So what I did was I copied all the route into a notepad file. It has everything I need: the runway, SID, waypoints, star, and the runway.
Altimeter setting.
And that's the same route that you will paste into the cars system.
Yeah.
And so it's easily readable.
It is. I think Sim Toolkit's a good program. Now, but Thomas, you know me, I'm more of a, I could use all these different programs, but I don't. I dive in and, I just use Tramp, you guys.
Altimeter setting.
A lot of people don't, and that's okay. It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you do.
Oh, absolutely.
But I've trained myself on, there's a certain way that I do it. It works. And it's really no different, right? You guys use Toolkit to kind of organize what your flight is. I use Notepad. I basically put my route on the Notepad. I put down my information on Notepad. I look at it. I go over to my Tramp, and I match it all up. And it's kind of the same idea. As a matter of fact, Thomas wants me to show him how to do it. Because sometimes it's nice to just be able to dive in and go, right?
Absolutely.
And I don't know about you, Thomas, but I think that I talked about this on another video I did. When you jump into something and you learn the raw way of learning it, the just you dive right in and just learn the straight, no fancy stuff to it, just the raw skill of it. It makes you that much better at what you do, and then you can, these programs be a cakewalk for you,
Oh, absolutely.
Thomas has taught me the Toolkit a little bit, and I'm going to have him teach me a little bit more because we've only done it one time, and I did okay. But
altimeter setting.
You're going to learn something. You're going to have to go over, a few times to really get it. But sorry, I had my Raz was talking in my ear. So anyway, I got that.
How exactly do you activate the RAWs whenever you start up? Like, does it just activate on its own?
No, it does not. You're going to need to, when you first start it up, that's a good question. And now someone can maybe get you sell this. When you first start up your sim and you got everything loaded or whatever, you're going to, I always forget what it's called, but you know how you do NVDA and R? What is that called?
Yeah.
Before you do NVDA-R, they'll do like your file key.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So go into add-ons, and then you'll find it there. Right?
Yes. Yeah. I was just going to say because I noticed when I didn't open up the file menu, and then I did the NVDA-R, I wasn't seeing my add-on. But then when I opened up the menu and did NVDA-R, there was my add-on. You go in there and.
Yep.
Anytime you switch your plane, you just got to go in there and just turn it back on. From what I've learned so far about it, but I love the program. As a matter of fact, I did find out that it does work if you're getting close to the end of the runway. It will tell you. I took off tonight, this morning, whatever, and I'm in the MD, what is it, the 82, MD 82, is that right? Is it the MD 82 that's with Allegiant, the MD? It's got the tail dragger. It's the MD 82, I believe. I think he's in a different. Thomas.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is it the MD 82 that's with Allegiant, or is it
the MD 83?
Okay, MD 8.
Yes, the MD 83.
Okay, so anyway, I'm flying it, and I'm going down the runway, and I'm going. And my toga didn't kick in. I thought it did. And I get close to the end of the runway and it tells me 1,000 feet, 500 feet, 400 feet, 300 feet. And I got up in the air and it was good, but it really does help having Raz, tell you what's going on. I really like it. Even the altimeter, she'll let me know to reset it, and she'll do that 3 or 4 times as I'm climbing. So I really like that as well. The more information that we can get as a BVI pilot, the better it is for all of us. I mean, seriously. Whether it's coming to land or taking off or whatever it might be, the more information we get, definitely the better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're at 24,000 right now, you guys. And we are climbing up to...
All right, so I just... sorry for interrupting you there, John. I'm in the RAWS program. So
Yep.
I was able to get into it. So I see this radio button that says Airbus suppression zone, Boeing suppression zone.
What are you flying right now?
MD-80, MD-83.
Okay, so there's 2 check boxes there, and it should... I'm in the MD-83 as well.
Mm-hmm.
It should be checked on the one for, like it'd say 737 or something like that, but it'll work for that plane. You're not in your Airbus, so don't check that one. Check the other one. It says something like, you got to use NVDA numpad 6 and numpad 4, and you'll see that other one right beside it. There's 2 different ones there. One's for the Airbus and one for the other one. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You do see it?
I'm actually looking for it now.
Okay. Right where it says save and close, if you shift tab 1 time past that, you should see it right in there somewhere.
Alright, let's see here.
Actually, when you check mark that, the button check mark to turn it on, it should correct it.
It should correct it?
Yeah, did you already check mark the auto switch or whatever it's called?
The master switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked it.
Okay. Right before the save, when you're right before that one spot, shift tab before that, and do NVDA numpad 6, you should see the other one. There's 2 of them. There's one for the Airbus, and there's another one. Mine checked for the 737, even though you're not on a 7. This isn't a 737, but it did have that one checked for me. I don't know, unless it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Did you? You should be able to find it in there.
Yeah.
You did find it?
I have Boeing suppression zone.
There you go. Is that the one that's checked right now?
Yes.
Okay, you're good then. You're good. And then I honestly, everything should be good. Like your flap setting for takeoff should be set to, was it 1 or something?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I guess that means, I don't know what that 1 means. If it means, I was kind of confused on that. I don't know if it means that it wants you to be like, if that's saying you gotta have your flaps out, or I don't know what that 1 represents, because you gotta be out to, like, for example, I was on flap 3 on takeoff. Well, technically flap 15, but
Yeah.
15 to us would actually be considered 3 because it was the third position. I pretty much left everything. I mean, unless you want to change it, like you can change your runway to where instead of it telling you that you got 1,000 feet left, you can set it to 2,000 or 500. I left it at 1,000 because I want to know before.
Oh yeah.
We want to know before we destroy something, right?
Oh yeah. Yep, absolutely.
But let's see here. I've only got an hour and 10 minutes in my flight. I'll tell you, these tail draggers are a little challenging when you land these puppies. You really got to be on. You got to be on your game with these guys. Well, the wind is 68 knots up here today, and I'm at 30,000 feet right now. Climbing 11 and 81 feet per minute. We're looking good. Closest city to me is Taneytown, Maryland. And I'm headed to Louisville, Kentucky, people. By the way, you're going to like the new sounds. Do you want the new sounds? I can go ahead and drop them to you for FS Tramp. You're going to like them. You're
Awesome,
going to like it. Let me
yeah, sure.
Let me do that for you real quick. Okay. I'm just going to go up here on the server for a second and get him a file here. You guys are wondering what I'm talking about. Basically, I changed the sounds in FS Tramp for when you get the waypoints and you turn off your let's see, and you turn off your fly plan, turn it on. I got different sounds for it. You'll like them though. All right. Okay.
Alright, so here we go. Kobe 8 for... Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna try this.
Here we go.
Associate with flight plan. Here we go. We got that associated with the flight plan.
Yeah, I'm getting your files now.
I'll fly this one offline.
While I'm doing
now.
this, can you make sure that the old files aren't up there because they'll be in the way if so.
Yep, give me just 1 second. Okay, so Molly. Runway 04.
There we go. Trying to load.
Alright, this one's going to be an RNAV X.
Try something different here. MBA's being goofy.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're going to be landing this one with M1.
Here we go.
Okay. There we go. Looks like all of that is put in the right way that it needs to be.
What's the hotkey? Is it Control Delete to delete a file?
To delete what file and what? Shift delete. Shift delete.
Shift delete.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. Their fly FP off. There's the fly FP on. You're gonna love this.
Alright, bro.
Oh, hold on. Okay. You are gonna love those sounds, dude. I love the
Nice.
next waypoint sound that I did. Like I took a couple sounds and I can't wait to get your grade on me making a sound because it's more than
Sounds
one
good, bro.
sound that I put together there.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
Sound good.
It's pretty cool, dude. But they're up there, so if you want them, go ahead and grab them. And the cool thing is, you guys, those of you that are into the BVI community, I am actually going to be getting involved in actually making full sound packs for the airplanes. I've been doing my, on the side studying and reading. Reading is knowledge, man. Reading is just knowledge. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
even if it's just sitting down and reading for an hour each day of whatever, But let's take a look and see what we got going down here. 55 minutes left in this flight. Wind is at a heading of 237 at 67 knots at 0 knots. Wind gust. Shoo. Wow. We're currently traveling Mach speed of 0.80. And, yeah, we're looking good. Looks like I might be running into some weather here, folks. Just taking a look out the window here. Got some pretty ugly clouds that I've came across. Looks like I got some clouds off to my well, I'm flying some 90, 70. I'm flying west, southwest, and it looks like them clouds is off to the right of me, so to the north it looks like. So I might be alright here. Oh, now I've got to go north. I don't want to go up there.
Throttle arm.
So wherever you're flying at, man, you're in a tail dragger too. Watch out weather.
Oh yeah.
You know how these suckers do in the wind.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, auto throttle is on. Heading lock is on.
Oh God, I love that waypoint sound. That is so damn cool. I can't wait till you hear it, because you're going to what the hell was that? Yeah, I'm definitely fighting some wind because I'm going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay. Runway not 19er left. Okay. Everything seems to be checked. Altimeter is checked.
Where'd you say you was pulling out of, bub?
I'm pulling out of Las Vegas.
And you're headed, are you headed what
Yep.
direction? You heading west, east?
From what I'm seeing, I'm heading almost due south.
Where'd you say you was going to?
El Paso.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty much doing a south shot. You might be alright on weather, I just don't know 100%. Don't forget to start your cars up.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, good deal. You got your auto throttle set. You've got your auto throttle RTO.
Okay, auto brake set to RTO. flaps are set. Auto throttle is set. Heading lock is set. Altimeter is set. We don't need yaw damper at the moment because we're just climbing.
That's
So
right.
the moment I activate M1, it'll do what it needs to do.
That's right.
So I'm gonna bring it up to about maybe 3/4 throttle. Parking brakes off. Toga.
Oh. Now you guys are hearing that noise, and what that is each time I get to where I'm vectoring to for each waypoint that I go to, it lets you know, and that's what that noise is. Just letting me know that that I'm headed to my next area on the map.
Yaw damper is active. Alright, looks like I activated it too soon.
The yaw damper won't cause you to lose altitude, though.
No, it was not yaw damper. It was, I activated M1 a little too late.
Oh. Did you not get up in the air?
You gotta activate M1 at about 100 knots. Like either 100 or 110 knots, because by the time you are, it's already turning altitude lock on and already climbing.
Yeah,
And I was on.
Are you up in the air or no?
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm in the air now.
When I do my M1, it depends on what runway I'm on. There are runways where I don't do M1 till I'm at about 120 knots. And if I'm flying in like the 777, but you're talking a long ass, like a really long runway. But,
Oh yeah.
Thomas flies exactly the way I do, guys, and that actually came from, I'm sure he'll watch this video when he gets time at home, so I did want to give a shout out to George, a good friend of mine and Thomas's. He's gave us a lot of good tips, and what Thomas is doing, what I'm doing, what a couple others are doing, those are tips that I brought from George, and George pushed out to us, and it works. So George, we appreciate that, man. As you can tell, I'm up here talking to Thomas. Thomas is doing a flight, I'm doing a flight, and we're flying your second favorite, them damn tail draggers. That's what George calls them, damn tail draggers. Flying one of them damn tail draggers. But honestly, George, you can put that guy in a freaking cereal box and he can make it fly.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm going to step to the back of the plane here real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Go back here to the back of the plane. I think we got some passengers being naughty back there. Make them follow the rules,
Yep.
it going, Thomas?
Oh, good, man. No errors, no glitches so far. So we're
39 minutes. We're at 33,000 feet. About 23 feet below my cruising altitude, but that's because of this damn wind. The wind where I'm at right now is a heading of 237 at 67 knots at 0 gust. That's still pretty, that's quite a bit of wind. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Well, like I said, there's a lot of dark clouds off to the north of me. When I'm looking out the front of my plane, if I look over to the north, I'm seeing all kinds of clouds.
oh yeah.
So that's probably what I'm getting that wind from. Let's just hope when I get down to Louisville, we don't get a bunch of crosswinds and all that, because tail draggers do not get along with all that stuff.
Oh no.
I really need to master being able to come down and change runways if need to be. I really need to start practicing that. I know there's been a few people that said, you can't do that, but you can. You can change your runway. You can change the runway anytime. Middle of the flight, beginning, near the end. I mean, have you ever done it, Thomas? I've done it a few times.
I've done it one time. Yeah, and and it'll absolutely change it. You just go and associate it on the fly, and it'll do it.
Yeah, even if let's say you're at 5,000 feet, and you're wanting to go to, a runways all the way on the other end of the airport, it'll take you around and back down to that runway. Have you ever played around with the holding position? I've done that before too.
Oh yeah.
Have you done hold before?
Not really, nuh-uh.
So basically the way it works is you've got to be, when you go up to your waypoints, the only way you're going to hold is when you are, well, one, at the airport or right before the airport, and you hit your applications key, you'll go down and you'll see there's a sub menu for holding. And
oh, nice.
You can literally hold. You hit enter on it, you'll put in the altitude, speed, and there you go.
Wow.
Yep, and it works. I'm definitely getting thrown around up here a decent amount. Wind 237 at 68 knots. It was 67, now it's 68. Oh boy. I don't think they was looking out for me when they built this flight plan today. Generally they'll put me around this weather. Either under it or above it. Or not under it, but to the side of it or above it.
I don't know.
Well, it's alright. There's the outside sound, you guys. That's supposed to be like a flyby sound, but it doesn't simulate some of that stuff very good. There we go. Did you get your sound for FS Tramp?
Yep, I got them. After this flight, I will install them.
Closest city is Charleston, West Virginia. 30 minutes, 33 minutes, 59 seconds.
Alright, switched over to GPS. Now we are flying by GPS.
Okay, you don't do the full auto, do you?
No,
Okay.
I fly all of my waypoints after the SID and the after the SID and before the star. I fly all of my waypoints via GPS.
Well, I'll tell you, with the update, MS Tram, GPS or full auto, it really sticks to the plan now. It don't do like it used to. Put
Oh,
you
yeah.
off. It would put you off quite a bit. Not anymore. Hello and goodbye, Mr. Cloud. You stay back there. I don't want you. He was waving at me. I'll tell you what he was doing. He was giving me the bird.
Who was?
That dirty cloud back there. He was flipping me off what he was doing. He wasn't waving at me. He'd say, "Come on over here. I'll show you something." Worst thing I ever experienced in this thing is when I took one through a cloud, a storm cloud. That was a wild little ride.
Oh yeah.
And it simulates the full effect too. You get the loud rumbling, you get the heavy rain, you get the, I mean, it's a pretty wild experience.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's check our wind. Well, that wind's not gave up one bit.
Oh wow. Our cruising altitude is 33,000 feet, flight level 330. Going from all the way from McCarran to El Paso.
Yep, that's my cruise altitude as well. It's 330.
There you go.
All the way to Louisville, Kentucky from Philadelphia.
Yes. Good morning. Love you too. almost up the cruise. They're almost up the cruise. Very good. Alright, we are backing off the throttle. Maintain cruise. We have switched to Mach speed.
27 minutes left in this flight here, folks. And
sound good.
When we start descending, because then we're I think we're going to run into some weather here. We might not. We might be all right. We might be coming out. We're still at a heading of. Wind is at a heading of 237 at 67 knots. Zero wind
gust.
Wow.
I got you. Yep. This time we are not doing... We're doing an RNAV Y, I believe. RNAV Y approach.
Yeah, we're doing the ILS. Oh, I wish I could descend right now. That is not a pretty looking piece of weather up ahead.
Oh dear.
Check our fuel here, you guys. See how we're doing there. Alright, center tank's at 14%. Center 2 is at 0%. Main left is at 32%. Main right, 32%. So 900 gallons in main right, 900 in main left.
1,800.
And 79 gallons in the main center. So we've got
1,879 gallons.
how much?
1,879 gallons.
9, 9, and 7.
1870.
Oh, you're talking about you, right?
No, you said you had 900 in your right main, 900 in your left main, and 79 in your center.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have 1,879 gallons aboard.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Which is plenty, because we're 24 minutes out.
Yep.
gotta be on. I mean, you gotta be point on too when you're landing these tail draggers.
Oh yeah.
They like to keep on going with you sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get preset here for the landing. That's just a little tip I've got for other people out there. Don't get set for your landing like 5 minutes ahead of time. When you're, 10, 15 minutes out, get your landing set up. Why do you think they do it in the real deal out there, in the real world? It's fun. They got a list that they go through before they land. All right. We're going to go with auto brake position number 3 on this. I'm not trying to spin this tail dragger and make it do a loop-de-loop.
Yep.
I remember one time I had set the wrong key up, and I had set my key thinking it was my emergency brake. Well, it wasn't. It was my left brake.
Uh-oh.
My left brake only. And I land, and I just start doing these freaking real fast freaking spins, like around and around and around. Dude, it was wild. Like it simulated the real thing. It was pretty trippy.
What was? The MD? MD-80s?
No, I landed in a 737, but I had the wrong key set up, and when I landed, I hit my left brake, and my left brake only.
Oh dear. Yep, that'll do it.
You talk about doing some donuts, buddy. It was spinning in circles.
You're making your passengers dizzy.
Oh, yeah. And for all of our passengers back in the back, I think it's time for all of you to get your seatbelts on, put your trays in the upright position, and get ready to land here in Louisville, Kentucky. We've got a full house this morning on this flight here. How many you got aboard your jet?
Oh, about maybe 150.
I think we got 143, 144.
150 including crew and pilots.
Oh, well, if I include crew,
So about 140.
Four to my crew. I got 4 crew and one.
And then 140.
Yeah.
So if it were for my crew, it'd be about 146 passengers.
So we got about the same then.
Yep.
Pretty close. Yep. Which that makes sense for 4 on crew, because you got your pilot, your co-pilot, and you've got your flight attendant and air marshal.
Yep.
Got me an air marshal aboard this plane today.
Say again?
I said I got me an air marshal aboard this jet today.
There you go.
Keeping everybody in line,
Oh, absolutely.
I'll tell you what. Those guys in the real world, they have no tolerance to put up with anything.
Oh no.
I mean, they're not mean to people, but they're not about no joke, man.
Oh, good God, no.
And they watch you like a hawk. Even just trying to be polite. You try to be polite, they start looking at you and thinking, why is he being nice to me? What's he up to? Because they've been trained. Yeah. They've been trained so much, and there's been so many things happen to our country to where they got to be that way.
Yep, they do.
I think I want to do something special on September 11th and have a special flight somehow or another.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what they normally do on here, but I'm sure they probably have some pretty big events on that day. That's probably when I'll break out the 777 and do a long flight.
Hey, Kira. Hey,
So,
girl.
Oh God, that was.
hey guys, we got another BVI, a BVI member with us. She's our advisor. She keeps us
Yes.
out of trouble.
Yep.
You're on candid camera, Kira.
Best stewardess ever.
That's right. That's right. But no, I decided to do a video, and so then I came up here and did some recording with Thomas, and now I'm just finishing up my flight with this video. But I've only got 17 minutes left until we crash. I mean, until we land.
So that's just what we're doing there, Kira.
Yep.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep.
So here, I'm just working on some other things. I'm gonna mute in case I accidentally do something silly. I really don't. Yeah. So thanks, guys. Good to see you.
Yep.
She's like, I don't want to talk on there. Let me out of here.
Let me out of here.
I don't want to talk on that crap. Get me out of here. You can't go far if you're on the plane, Kara. You're stuck like Chuck. I guess you could go sit in the bathroom if you wanted to.
No, that's boring. I'll just sit in the. I'll just no because I fly business class, so I'll sit in the back of
Oh, that's right.
class
Well, then,
and pay very close attention to my laptop and make sure that my briefcase doesn't fall on the floor. Thank you.
well, then we're going to give you first
Yes.
class today. You get first class today with us.
Yes.
Awesome. That works.
Yes.
And you slept through your dinner. It's the food's being put away now. We're getting ready to land, so you missed out on your breakfast.
Oh, that's fine. I don't know.
Don't worry. We ran out of food. We was having 3-day-old grits and some moldy bread.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Okay.
Got a plane full of Koreans. We got to take care of them, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yes, kid. I don't have nothing against anybody.
No, seriously, no.
Okay, I'm signing out for real this time. I might pop in again in a little bit, but I'll be there.
Just don't drop
Okay.
your laptop on the floor.
Of course not. I will not drop my laptop on the floor, thank you.
Very well. Have your nice glass of wine.
Yes, thank you very much. With us.
You're very welcome.
Alright, guys.
All right. Yep.
She's gonna really enjoy these breaks when we touch the ground, because
Oh yeah.
we're gonna be hitting them hard in this puppy.
Oh hell
She
yeah.
remembers to put her seatbelt on. If not, she might be sitting in the floor.
Oh my god. Oh god.
With a glass of wine all over her.
Those of us who are listening to this, those of you guys who are listening to this video, please don't mind us. We're very, very laid back people,
Yeah.
and we
really are.
and we
just
love
have
having
fun.
So
We love having
Yep.
fun and acting silly.
oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
you know what? That's what makes the day go by better, man. It
It
really
is.
does.
It certainly is. I'll tell you.
I've got the motto that life is just too short to be grumpy, to be grouchy, to be
To be uptight.
to be uptight or to be lost
Yeah.
and all that. You know, if you're lost, come to our channel. We'll help you. We'll help you find yourself real quick.
Well, oh, absolutely. There ain't ever a dull moment. I'm telling you.
That's right. That is right. But 14 minutes, folks, and we will be Matter of fact, we're going to be starting our descent here anytime, probably. Sometime we'll start a descent, you know, at 15 minutes. 15 minutes before we arrive, and sometimes it might say we got 20 minutes left, and we might not descend till we get right to the 20 mark. I mean,
yep.
It really just depends.
Yep.
This round I ended up getting no star, no SID, but I ended up getting the transition. So at least, because I'm like, you know, I still want some kind of pattern. And the transition still gives you a little bit of a pattern to go by.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
But we are looking good here. Fuel is no concern there. Oh, there we go. We're descending.
Good deal.
So 12 minutes. We had 12 minutes left here, and we're descending. So
Yep.
we are doing an ILS, you guys. So what I'm going to be doing here when I get down to 15,000, I'll be going to M2 instead of M1. And when I get to about 8,000, 7,500, we'll lock in that approach mode and hope for the best. You guys will notice that it's going to take us down pretty quickly.